Today, make a lab for full SD-WAN experience. This is the topology, and we log on to vManager. We'll be creating a new admin user in vManager, and we are doing it as a backup mechanism. In case of default, admin gets locked because of a bug in this current version on vManager. Let's first log on to vManager. Under administration, we'll find a manager user. In here, we're going to add a user. Full name NetAdmin, user NetAdmin, and password. We're going to select the user group as NetAdmin, and we're going to click add. Alright, so next I wanted to deploy the sites using configuration group. Configuration group will provide a simple and reusable and a structured approach for configurations in Cisco Catalyst SD-WAN. You can create a configuration group that is a logical group of features or configuration that is applied to one or more devices in the network that is managed by Cisco Catalyst SD-WAN. You can also create a profile based on features that are required, recommended, or uniquely used, and then combine the profiles to complete a device configuration. So what is configuration group? A configuration group is a logical grouping of features or configurations that are applied to one or more devices in a network managed by Cisco Catalyst SD-WAN. I can define and customize this grouping based on my business need. And what I have is the feature group, feature profile. A feature profile is a flexible building block of configurations that can be reused across different configuration groups. It can create profiles based on features that are required, recommended, or uniquely used, and then put together the profiles to complete the device configuration. So I have a feature profile. Feature profile consists of the features. There's features that are individual capabilities that I wanted to share across different configuration groups. So in the look at the diagram, the configuration flow in SD-WAN manager provides guided methods to create configuration groups and feature profiles. So device in site 100 and 200, 400, 500 have already been onboarded to overlay but are not managed by Catalyst controller. So we deployed the configuration to the site 100, 200, and 400, 500. Using a configuration group. And we're going to configure T-lock extend in site 500, T-lock extend, and we're restricting enabled for all data tunnels. Restricted means the same color of the WANs. Okay. So a device can either be associated with a configuration group or device template, but not both. Let's make the lab. We'll first go to check the dashboard right here, monitor overview. what we can find here is controller. We have one validator and full controller, one manager. Okay. If you are from the VPTELA world, validator is just the vBounds, controllers vSmarts, and vManager is just vManager. It's just manager right now. The first thing, we're gonna create a tag. Tags are used for grouping, describing, finding, and managing devices. The device triggering feature helps me do add tags to device, so the tagging will help me manage the devices more efficiently. I can use tags for grouping, describing, and finding device. I can add more than one tag to a device. And I'm gonna add device to configuration groups based on the tagging. Use tags, I can create rules to define which devices needed to be automatically added to configuration group. So let's go to configuration and find a device. We are going to add a tag. So click add a tag. That creates the new tag East Coast DC. And similar, we're going to create another one, East Coast BR1. We're going to then create East Coast BR2. And West Coast DC, and then West Coast BR1. Alright, so we're going to click a filter icon in the search table, and we're going to find a reachable from the reachability tab. Now we're finding all the devices. Look at diagram. We're going to find side 100 CE1 and side 100 CE2, which are at least two devices. Then we'll assign the tag to East Coast DC. Apply tag. Do it one more time. We're going to do the similar for the side 200. Side 200 is at this position. Why is not applying? Alright, side 100 CE1, CE2. Now we're going to find side 200. That's going to be West Coast DC. The GUI seems very buggy, but it's okay. We'll do one more time. Alright, now we assign a tag to site 200 and site 200 DCE2. Now 400s we want to assign to here is East Coast branch 2. East Coast branch 2. Apply the tag. Alright, the last ones are 500 site 500 CE1 and CE2. 500 CE1 and CE2 is here. They are the West Coast branch 1. Assign to it. So every time I have to pick 2 times. I don't like it. Let's do it one more time. It should work this time. Alright, gonna take a few seconds for the tag to reflect in front of the device. We were just done. Alright. So tags assigned. We're gonna create a configuration group for site 100. We're gonna navigate to workflow. On the workflow, we're gonna create the configuration group. Create configuration group. Close that and click configuration group. Let's do it. The name will be East Coast DC and next. We're obviously thinking it is dual router, so what I will find is dual router. Setting is the next thing. For the local device access, we want to make it to global. Alright, global. Type in my password. On the banner is also a global. Welcome to 20.12 lab. It's also a global. Login config configuration pushed through configuration groups. Expand WAN interface. That's gonna be 4 mesh. If it's just transport extension and extension edge device 01, 4 mesh will be edge 2 showing up. So what used is a static. We want to use transport name. Say regional internet. Maybe that's public internet. Yes. Want to remove that. Give a show advanced interface. We want to use is internet. We want G1. These screens. Gigabit. Ethernet 1. So the rest of we're gonna leave as a device specific. Let me delete this one. It's gonna to put the name again. Internet show advanced. Let's also go global. Alright, let's move on to the WAN routing. Okay, wait before that, so we're gonna add one more. So regional internet, we want the also a static. This time will be my MPLS. Color is MPLS. Let's change the transport name. Regional MPLS. Ethernet 2 is my regional MPLS. IP will leave as the same, or just device specific. Want to change it to regional MPLS IP. Fair enough. Regional MPLS mask. This one same for internet interface. Regional internet IP. Regional internet mask. Alright, so we're looking at this. We have regional internet and regional MPLS. we're going to add two more to the interface. Static. This time we want to use the Gig 5, Premium Internet 1 and the Premium Internet 2 on Gig 6. Let's do it. Premium INET 1 with the int face color gold. That's most of the thing we want to use. We're gonna change my name also. That's okay. Put it back. Interface. Ethernet for Premium Network Internet 1. It's gonna be my Ethernet 5. So the diagram here is Internet 1. That should be a silver Internet 2. Just for you to know that. And gigabit 5 IP. We're gonna choose say pre min INET 1 IP. Also gonna change the subnet. Mask. Then this is the diagram showing what we have created for now. And to create one more, that would be static. Put it as silver. So this time we're gonna be my pre Internet 2. It's gonna be a global. That's gonna be showing all the same. On both edge router. Pre. It's gonna be INT 2 IP. Mask. All right, now creating 4 WANs. First, regional internet. Second, regional MPLS. On gigabit 2, gigabit 1, gigabit 2. And next to the Premium Internet 1 is gold color. That's gigabit 5, and we're gonna name it for the IP, static IP, silver, Premium Internet 2. That's all done. And WAN routing. We're gonna add the routing to the IPv4 static. Just hover over this. I believe it's gonna show up. Well, if you can't find it, go here, collapses. Then we're gonna make a static route. first route we'll make is regional internet next hop. Alright. For the next, regional MPLS next hop. Add the next one. Frame internet one next hop. Alright, click save it. Next, we're finding 4 hops, right? Click show advanced. What are the network we want to do? So that's a global. That's gonna add a default route 0.0.0.0. 7 mask, also global. 0.0.0. Alright. Now let's expand the LAN and the service VPN profile. Let's uncheck VRRP. And we're going to enter some of the value under here. Second name, first second name, we want to say corporate users VPN. Alright, it's 10. Number interface is 1. For next sec, it's predefined, remove that. Let's just remove the things we don't need for now. Let's leave a corporate user for now. Let's check show advanced. For VPN 10, this is gonna be my gig 3. Gig 3 to here. Gig 3 will belong to VPN 10. So gigabit 3. Description, we want to say is a corporate IP. Remove the default value. VPN 10 address, that's better name. Subnet mask. VPN 10 mask. Okay. Also want to check routing. We're gonna add a routing. Routing here, we wanted to add a OSPF. Errors is 0. We'll show advanced. And here, device specific we want to make is VPN 10 OSPF network add change the name, VPN 10 OSPF mask. Save it. Now we have OSPF on VPN 10 for corporate gigabit 3. That's okay. Click next. Add one. We want to add it now is VPN 11. It's gonna be my gig 4. Gig 4. Come down here. IoT device. VPN, not one, 11. Okay, we want only one interface. Follow the logic here. Show advanced interface. We'll make global. Gigabit is the next 4. Description, also global. IoT, IP address, make a device specific. I don't want to use this name. VPN 11, IP address. Alright. Mask, VPN 11. Just say mask. Alright. Look at the diagram here. We have IoT. And we have corporate. That's it. And we don't add a router here. No routing. Click next. No additional feature. Click next. Overall, this is what we are configuring. Service VPN, service in VPN 2, 10, 11. No routing on the service VPN 2. WAN or static routing. Look at transport, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go ahead and create configuration group. I don't want to create add a device. No, I do it later. Go to configuration group. We have a configuration group East Coast DC. That creates a configuration group for site 200. 200 is located in West Coast. We're going to add a configuration group. Give a name. That's gonna be West Coast DC. Next. Find a do router. The site settings, so we're going to use global. Password. Also, that's for the message of the day. Login. Configuration push this through configuration groups. That's alright. Collapse this WAN interface. We need to configure 4 static WAN interface. We're going to configure interface we're going to select is the 4 mesh. Let's do this one by one. That's static. First is going to be West Coast MPLS, West Coast Internet. Then also Premium 1, Premium 2 Internet. Okay, let's do first one, regional Internet, public Internet. Select color first, so you won't end up like me changing this one more time. And interface name, we wanted to use for regional internet gigabit Ethernet 2. That's gigabit 2. Change that name as a regional internet IP. Regional internet mask. Alright, we're ready to add one more. Static. Select the color. That's MPLS. First global. MPLS. Regional. MPLS. Show interface. Global. Interface name, we want to use this, the red. That's going to be Gigabit Ethernet 1. Regional, similar. Regional, MPLS, IP. Regional, MPLS, mask. Alright. For next, that's gonna be my premiums. Premium Gold. Name is gonna be defined Premium Internet 1. Premium Internet 1 is gonna be using Gigabit 3. Global. Gigabit 3. Premium Internet 1 IP. Alright. For next, color silver. Premium Internet 2. Not DHCP, that's static. It's gonna be 4 for silver. Premium Internet 2. Mask. That's all done. We want to collapse this. Give some room for that. WAN routing. WAN routing. We're going to add static. First, next hop, show advanced. I'll make it device specific. That's gonna be regional, first one, internet, next hop. Second one, regional, MPLS, next hop. Premium, internet one, next hop. Premium, internet 2, next hop. Save it. Also, we want to know the advanced for the network. Now gonna be my default route. Alright, collapse this. Follow my LAN and VPN profile. Delete, second one, delete, delete. Here, we want also is the VPN 10 and the VPN 11 in the West Coast. For that, let's corporate users VPN, not 12, it's 10. That's 1. Show interface. Interface, we like to use the loopback 10. Description, make it as corporate loopback. IP interface, take it like a loopback 10 IP address. Subnet mask, loopback 10 mask. Alright, this time we'll also uncheck VRRP. Uncheck the VRRP. We're gonna add one more. Similar, the name will be IoT device VPN 11. Find a WAN interface. Show advanced. Interface is global. Loopback 11. Description, IoT loopback. Name of wanted to say loopback 11 IP address. Loopback 11 mask. That's it. We have 2 service VPNs created. We're going to delete the rest of them. Let's click next. Next. Let's review how we configured. Let's full transport VPN interface. LAN corporate VPN. Create that. I don't want to do later. Go back to configuration groups. Now two configuration West Coast DC, East Coast DC created. Now move on to my East Coast VR2, which is the size 400. Let's add like that. The name, we want to do it East Coast BR2. East Coast BR2. That's the name. Click Next. That would be a single router. I don't want to see this. Size setting. That's global. Message of the day. Send. Welcome. Login message. Configuration. Push through configuration group. Now we needed to create one static MPLS through WAN interface. That is on gigabit 2 to the East Coast MPLS. Collapse that. WAN interface. Delete. Delete. Choose the color MPLS. Regional MPLS. Makes static. Show advanced. Interface. Global. Gigabit is now 2. IP. Regional. MPLS. IP. Regional. MPLS. Mask. Okay. WAN routing. Collapse this. We'll add a static. And the next hop. Make it device specific. It's going to be regional MPLS. Next hop. Save that. We have next hop. Show advanced. It's going to be a default route. Alright, we have WAN routing. Now take a look at the LAN service as a VPN. We have is the 10, we want a 10, we want an 11, we want it is the guest, will be my 12. Okay, so corporate user, IoT, and the guest. Alright, let's create that. Do the rest, so create one by one. For that, corporate users, make it 10. Interface, make it 2. Show. First one, gigabit 3, gigabit 3, don't look at that, that's fine. And we want to use corporate device specific for gateway 3, VPN 10, IP address. This is VPN 10 mask. Interface, next second interface, we want to make it as the loopback 10. Corporate loopback loopback 10 IP address. Loopback 10 mask. Alright, two interface for my VPN 10. And the next one is want to be IoT devices. VPN 11 interface is just one. Show advanced. Interface name loopback 11. Description, well, it's IoT. Loopback. IP address, make it loopback 11 IP address. Loopback 11 mask. The next one is the guest VPN 12. Make it two interface. Show advanced. First interface is gonna be Ethernet 5. Description guest VPN 12 IP address. VPN 12 mask. Next interface, well, that's gonna be loopback 12. Guest loopback. Loopback 12 IP address. Loopback 12 mask. Alright. Take a look at everything. We have created service VPN, interface, corporate user, segment IoT device, guest. Click next. Next. Single router. Single WAN. And it's WAN routing. Service VPN, service VPN, service VPN. Create that. Do more later. Go back. Now we can see a two dual device and a single router template. Well, I wanted to go ahead and create for site 500. Site 500 is located in West Coast. request host VR1 TLOCKS extension. Okay, next. Find the do router. Same set for setting device. The site we'll want to use. Collapse that. We'll do the WAN interface. We needed to create a two static WAN interface. Configure WAN interface for the transport extension, interface to static, everything about that. So first, make a full no full mesh transport extension. Here we want to create is the edge device 1 is static and the transport sharing to edge device 02. It's going to be regional MPLS. I'm sorry, I should choose the color first. MPLS interface. Gigabit 2, similar extension. One goes to MPLS and one goes to internet. All right. Regional MPLS IP is sharing to edge device 02. It's actually configured on the edge device 01 and regional MPLS mask on the edge device 2. That's going to be static transport sharing to edge device 1. We're sharing what? We're sharing public. We're sharing the public internet. Regional internet, the name, gigabit 1, regional internet IP, regional internet mask. All right, so that's done. Collapse this, close this. We want to add IPv4 routing. First, host gateway, regional MPLS, next hop, regional internet, next hop. Save that, show advanced. That's to the default route. Alright, collapse this. LAN service VPN profile. We don't use VIP. It will be only a corporate user. So that's VPN 10. Delete this. Delete this. Delete this. VPN 10. There's a segment where one is a corporate users. Make a 2 interface. Here 2 interface. Show advanced. First interface. Gigabit 3. Corporate. VPN 10 IP address. VPN 10 mask. I'm sorry, here supposed to be here. VPN 10 mask. Second interface. Loopback 10. Leave it here and loopback 10 IP address. VPN. No. Loopback 10 mask. Corporate loopback. That's fine. Okay. Click next. Next, let's take a look at it. We have extension for SD-WAN to dual router, one single service VPN. Create that. Error shows are creating the LAN VPN interface. Edit that. Let's see. Next. All right. Go back. Let's see. we'll create templates for the East Coast DC, West Coast DC, single device, East Coast branch 2, and TLOC extension for the site 500, West Coast branch TLOC extension.